Hi everyone, we are Team Safechat. As you may know, NLP-based chatbots are widely used in various of situations. Recently, OpenAI posted a blog called Chat GPT. It can generate amazing text, but some people are worried about the harms they may bring. So our goal is trying to reduce the potential self-harm risk associated with large language models in sensitive contexts. Our solution is to classify whether a user or generated messages have potential self-harm risk. It's quite different from what we propose, where we want to classify whether large language models generating messages encourage or fail to discourage self-harm risk from user. Our new solution is trying to label the messages as suicide text if it's express suicidal thoughts or includes potential self-harm actions. Otherwise, it's non-suicide, where it can formally discuss suicide or talking about other suicide or irrelevant to suicide. So for data, we collected from three sources. The first one is the ChatGPT dataset, where we extract conversation with our participants in research study. The second one is manually generated suicide text, where we simulate conversations with two GPT-3 bots, where the one bot is trying to talk about suicide ideation with another. The third one is a huge dataset called Suicide and Depression Detection Dataset, where we find it on Kaggle. And it collects posts from Suicide Watch and depression from Reddit. So in total, we have 220K text. For data cleaning, we first split the data to training data and validation data in a ratio of 4:1. For fine-tuning GPT-3, we'll only select 1/10 of them because a huge data set actually doesn't support OpenAI fine-tuning. For GPT-2 fine-tuning, we remove the long sequence and use the CVS file for training.
Okay, so we use two transformer-based models because they are good at classification. So our baseline is our fine-tuned GPT-2 model. It's provided by the Hugging Face community, and our formal model is a fine-tuned GPT-3 provided by OpenAI community. And except for models, we also have other softwares, including like Flask, Pandas, and scikit-learn to build our application. And we have done a quantitative and qualitative analysis. So first, we use some numeric scores for quantitative analysis, like F1, recall accuracy and precision. And we also use the confusion matrix to show the performance. And from the table, you can see that the GPT-3 can slightly beat the GPT-2 models, our baseline. And here is our confusion matrix, and from this you can see that the GPT-3 is also better than the GPT-2 in true positive classification. And the true positive answer is preferred if the text is kind of like hard to determine and the subject is I. Okay, and we found that if our model works on the text, like with I as the subject, the model works as our expectation. However, if the subject is not I, since our model should have no clue about how the user feels if the subject is not I. And so the model should give the prediction as non-suicide for any text if the subject is not I. And you can see if the subject is he, it gives the wrong answer.
Yeah, so for the discussion, we are not surprised that a very high score from both GPT model because they are so strong. So we have discussed some possible next steps. The first one is how we can design interventions if a GPT-3 model actually detects suicide text. The second one is it's possible for us to classify other risks under a mental health context. For example, misinformation or other harms. The lessons we have is that we probably want to use the model from the same community in the future because that in that case, we can have like easier evaluation and comparison with models. And also, currently we are using GPT-2 and GPT-3, but basically they have like different inference pipeline where GPT-2 are doing classification, but like GPT-3 essentially they are doing the task complication. Yeah, so we built the web app for this where we can like just like play around with it with the fine-tuned GPT-3 model and fine-tuned GPT-2 model, and also the zero-shot and few-shot learnings there. Yeah, so thank you everyone for watching.